Just wanted to talk to you a little bit. This rising about me willing to work with white America, but work for my black people. I wanted to state that just like that, just to make it plain and clear, because over the years since I have been free, I'm gonna say, give me a second. Let me open this window because I got a mosquito that's trying to get out. But anyways, I wanted to come to you and talk to you about this rising, man, because since I've been free, my whole objective family has been trying to learn the system, being part of the system, thinking if you do everything the system say do, that surely you'll be in a certain position. And actually, you can work hard. You can work, for white America. I have noticed that it's like an old proverb: the more you throw into the fire, the more the fire burns. So the fire is not actually never satisfied with what you throw in it. You can always do more. You can always burn hotter. So on employment jobs, there's been countless individuals who have said, man, I have spent 10, 20 years, 30 years of my life with this company, and they threw me over to the dogs. And just with the track record, family, just a track record of white America, family, just a track record of how um, deceitful it can be, especially to our people. Like, I think that it comes to a time where we have to be aware. And that's the thing that blows my mind too, because once we start becoming aware and we start getting conscious, it's like white America gets offended that you talk and that you speak and that you try to educate your people. You know, not on no hate. We know what the hate is. We know hate exists, but you don't preach hate. We're not teaching that. We're teaching change. We're teaching awareness. So once a person is aware of what's going on and you're aware how the system will use you, then you start thinking of how you can use your own money and how you can be able to um, put yourself in a better position by working for you, but using the skills you learn from them, you know. And a lot of times when we really, really think about culture, fam, we really have to. I heard a guy say, I'm only hitting the water. If you're going to start learning about culture and your history, you're going to have to dive into it. You're going to have to actually get in there and start doing some deep sea diving. You're going to have to, get deep and really figure some things out, fam. And that's why I like to say that I'm willing to work with white America, just not for them, because they will have you doing things that they won't even do. And that's one thing that really bothers me, that it will have you do things that it wouldn't do. Like, it'll have you jump hurdles that it's gonna make sure that it don't have to do. So I figure, just like a diaper on a baby, they're gonna wear it until they can actually start controlling their bowel movements. And once the controlling can be accomplished, you no longer need it anymore. You know what I mean? And to me, that's dealing with white America, especially being black, dealing with white America, especially as being, Southern, or trying to be free, being conscious. You're going to realize, as long as you connected to them, they're going to always have a finger on you to try to hold you down some type of way, you know. Um, and I can had better business relationships. Like, we're just business. We doing business. You provide a service. I provide a service. I'd have had better business relationships than I have had friendships with white America. It seemed like it'll go a little bit, and then there's always some BS. But I have had some good business relationships. But as far as friends, not really. You know what I mean? I have had a couple, and like I say, it seemed like I put more in that was that I got in return. You know what I mean? So, you know, to me, it has always been a sour relationship. You know what I mean? So I would rather just, you know, okay, I know I got bills to pay. We can network. I can assist you to do this or that. I can make my piece, and I can move on, and you can do your thing. But as far as me being connected to them on a consistent level, nah, fam. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like um, we can get ahead that way. Like, I don't think we're going to get ahead that way, staying connected to the system. You know what I mean? But I like to create opportunities, I guess, for myself, and not only just for me, but for my people. Like, if I figure out how we can eat off the system, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, that's the purpose of the teacher or the instructor, is to give the people something they can use, something they can use to be able to take themselves to a different level. So once you get to that, and if it's in you, then your teachings and your ability to help transform a person should be what can help you stand aside. My bad, family. I think I got some issues with my internet. My internet having issues right now. Um, but I feel like the information that I will be giving, you know, teaching, that I'm going to give a person something that they won't get from a school. So, you know, I think it's important that I think it's very important that we take care of our educators, that we take care of those who gonna be, you know, providing some assets to the community. You know, we need to have our own infrastructure, family. So we have to have these carpenters, these plumbers, these welders, these HVACs, these drivers, these mechanics. Like, we need our own thing. And the crazy thing is, you know, we get so caught up with the concept of how we was taught that we feel like we always have to hold one another down, when we don't. We actually can pick one another up. You know, once I get up and I'm sharp and use some iron, we can sharpen one another. I don't have to limit your growth. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I was telling someone one day, I was like, man, I think I'm one of the OGs that will actually give a person some information, that you come buy some information from me. You don't have to come back to me and recop it to say, man, I need some more so I can get over here. No, I'm gonna give you something that you ain't got to come back. Versus then, you know, me trying to stay in a person's pocket. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, paying homage and providing value should always keep a person, you know, above the water. So that's why I would rather teach, you know, I would rather work for us. And in that photo, you know, me helping that sister gain some skills. Um, it was very encouraging to me because she was hungry, fam. You know, when we help our people, that, you know, I heard a guy say that it's literally not our purpose to wake anyone up. But sometimes we'll get this a new body of knowledge, and we want to just go around and just wake people up. But that's not the purpose. The purpose is to be a light, fam. Once you a light, once the person wake up, because we wake up on different times. You know, you might go through something. You know how they say everybody have their own spiritual awakening, and it comes at different times, and you can't wake a person up to make them feel guilty. You know, some people will try to come to you with guilt, make you feel guilty about certain things, so that way you can change or convert. But, you know, the reality of it is, fam, we have to be willing to face the truth about things. And once we know better, family, we do better. You know what I mean? Like, I can't exaggerate to you, fam, and tell you this: the last 30 days of my life, fam, like, things has been, you know, it has been one of those things where you have to literally sit back and you go through a roller coaster of emotions, and you look at what you invested in, and, like, man, you know, you look at what you would have done, and you think about, you know, what you mean about what loyalty means to you, what you really want to do, and that you do it without the okay of the system. You know what I mean? I don't have the big shops and grants like these certain um, schools got, but I'm still helping people. I'm still getting people to that next level to really open up a door. And to me, that was, that what really matters. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to wait until I'm perfect to help someone. I think that, that goes the same way of the person saying, man, once I get perfect, I'm going to change. I remember hearing my mom say, man, once I get it together, I'm gonna go to church. I don't knock I don't knock the direction of where nobody goes with their lives, but I will say this: you gonna have to just wake yourself up. Like you gonna have to. It's never gonna be this perfect moment, so to speak. You're just gonna have to say, you know what, I'm ready to take my life to another level. But I'm willing to work for us, fam. So with the HogOn University, I'm actually designing this to help us, and I'm willing to work with white America because we here. We got a system, everything. You got bills, you got stuff that you can't avoid certain things. You got to pay the piper, so to speak. But there's also ways to keep things simple. So, I'm here right now and I'm in Southeast Arkansas, fam. And I'm teaching independent classes, private welding classes. And my goal is to expand, what I'm doing. But I got to start from somewhere. Hopefully next week I'll enter um, orchestrating a deal that I could be able to go down and help some people really do some major things with some shipping container conversions. And the crazy thing is about it is when you plant seeds, fam, you don't know how they gonna grow, fam. When you build certain relationships, you don't know how they gonna go, but you have to be real. And I want to speak this for especially my youngsters just going in. What's good? What's good? What's good? Thanks for checking in. Excel. Especially my youngsters. You want to be real with who you are. You being real and not being a backstabber. Uh, you being a person to say, you know what, if I said it, I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna keep my word. That's gonna take you a long ways, fam. A long ways. Don't 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 practice treachery. You know what I mean? Stand on something. You know what I mean? Value something because when you do, there's other people out there that's gonna see that quality in you, and they gonna understand that okay, this person right here will do this because they'll make these sacrifices. And I remember hearing one time it says, whom much is given, much is required. So you have to be able to know how to maintain with a small amount before you get to the position where you can maintain in a great amount, like where you'll be blessed with more. You know what I mean? But fam, I can't, like I say, I can't exaggerate and say that everything that I'm doing up to this point, working on the school, teaching, building products, like things hasn't been slow. You know what I mean? And I'm in Southeast Arkansas now, so all of my networking, fam, is actually outside of the area. Like I'm helping people in here, but majority of my network is outside here. So I have to leave the area to keep things going. You know what I mean? Because here, um, it just it's just slower, and and then the fact that I had to actually do I've been doing on mom's house and a few setbacks here and there. You know what I mean? But sometimes, fam, I realize, fam, we can we can be working on so much that we have to literally take a step back sometime and not overwhelm ourselves with projects, um, to just go with the flow, fam. I'm only saying that because life can hit you from different standpoints, and you don't want to get distracted or get overwhelmed where you drop the ball. You know what I mean? Because you got to remember, if it's your vision, it's your vision. No matter who you love, no matter who in your life or whatever, your vision is your vision, and no one is going to do what you would do with your vision. They might do something a little different because it's them and not you. So just keep that in mind, fam. And like I say, I just wanted to state for the record that I'm willing to work with white America. I network with them. I'm willing to do projects, but I can't work for them. I can't I can't work for them. I can't work for a system that I know that has been oppressing my people forever. You know what I mean? I can't do it. Yes, I'm actually I come back all the time, fam. I'm gonna be in Georgia. Hopefully, everything go right. I should be in Georgia next week. So I'm already been making some plans and preparations to be in town for. I'll probably be there for about a week. I got a couple projects I'm trying to get lined out. Hopefully, we can get some things going in some of the rural areas with some shipping containers. But like I say, fam, my goal is to work for us. I want to educate us. I want to be able to help us build, help us make money. And one thing that I know that is valuable in this world is real estate, um, service, goods, and being able to provide them. So, we have to realize that as long as we here, fam, things gonna break, gonna have to be fixed, we gonna have to build. So we have to tap into the resources, fam, that we know that can build generational wealth, that can actually get us wealthy. You know, it might have been, in your family, there might have been no wealth, and then one day something happened, and then you become, and then it's a different chain of events that happens. Okay, well, stay in contact with me, fam. Like I say, I'm always in the area, and also for those who are familiar with the Black House, our Legacy Center in East Point, Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be there a lot too. I'm a mentor at the Big Brother Anonymous, so when I'm in town, I'm always going there on Saturdays. They have the meetings every other Saturday from 11 to 2. So if you're in the area and you're in the East Point or anywhere around Georgia or anywhere around Atlanta where you can get to it every other weekend, it starts from 11 to 2 at our Legacy Center. You should check it out. And it's good, especially if you're an old king or if you're a young king and you're trying to get some good advice, because there's a lot of people there with great information and some great jewels you can learn. So every time I go, I'm blessed with something. It's like every time I go, I leave with a jewel, so that'll hold me down till I go back again. So I would say if y'all in the area, make sure you visit our Legacy Center. If you networking and got a business, make sure you shop with them. They got all type of avenues where you can be able to have your business meetings there. You can hold functions. You can be able to network. You can be able to tap into some of their resources. There's a lot going on. So just check out ourlegacycenter.com. I think that's the right the production of that. I think it's ourlegacycenter.com. But check it out, fam. Like I say, when I'm in Georgia, that's my goal. Like I say, my heart is really there because I really enjoy helping our people. And there is nowhere in America, anyway, that can come close to Georgia as far as Atlanta, as far as being a black mecca, as far as us coming together and making wealth and getting money and really helping one another. You always gonna have schemers. You always gonna have those who trying to get it, out the mud. But on the majority scale, you should be okay. My bad. Try myself. Oh man, you got to check it out. Been up. It's been up now for a minute. So check it out. They do have a Facebook page. It's called Our Legacy Center, or the Black House. You can look up if you do a hashtag Our Legacy Center or the Black House. It should pop up. The owner is named Jay Morrison. He's one of the founders, or is the founder, and then it's a lot of more people behind him. But he's the head manager of the project. Great place, fam. Great place. Like I say, I think that my people possible, like um, or a infrastructure in the middle of a rural area that's poverty stricken, and actually building it up and making people want to come back to the area. I really think that it's important that we invest in us, fam. That's why I say I'm willing to work for us when I'm teaching these classes. I really, like I say, I try to price everything around a way to help people. You know, if I was a big school, you know, I could be able to charge a lot more or be able to take grants or things from the government, but everything I'm doing now is private. And the way I see it, that, you know, we've been getting fed from the system forever and they've been taking advantage of us. So, you know, if we're going to build something, fam, we're going to have to build it on our own. We're going to have to invest in ourselves. You know, we're willing to invest in our outfit. We got to be willing to invest in our education and our infrastructure and our development of knowledge of knowing where we been so we'll know where we're going. So, you know, I just wanted to state this morning that, like I say, I'm willing to work with white America, but I'm working for my black people. You know what I mean? I can't be under their thumb, you know, especially once I'm conscious of history. History repeats itself, fam, and once someone shows you something, you have to be able to know that your past is the only thing that's actually going to be solid proof on where you went right or wrong at, you know? So it's gonna come to a time where you're gonna have to change some things. You're gonna have to rearrange some things. So stay humble. But like I say, I just wanted to give a salute out to all those who are trying to gain some education in whatever field it is. Like I say, I'm a welder, um, welding instructor, welding engineer, and my goal is to give back what I know, you know, and I feel like if I can give it out in small increments until I can get into a bigger, you know, situation, then it is what it is. But, you know, my goal is to build a team where we can actually build our own and we can sell our own and we can make dividends and everybody can do their thing because, you know, we get so caught up in people wanting to count our bag. You know, we get so caught up in, man, I'm worried about what so and so doing. We can't be worried about what they doing, fam. We just got to worry about what we doing. And fam, you know, I got to say it's easy to get distracted. Hurt is something else. And I love to say get better and not bitter. And I know just stating it can be, you know, it can be easier said than done. But fam, I really believe if we focus on it, fam, and don't let the evilness of white America corrupt you. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of things you're gonna learn about the system that's really gonna put a bitter taste in your mouth once you wake up. When unconscious, you don't know. You know, you're just gonna go with it and go with the flow and let things be, and then you're gonna be like, man, this is what this is. So I just want to state this rising, man, that I'm here for us. So for those who are trying to get independent welding class, if you're in Arkansas or Georgia, when I'm in Georgia, hit me up on my business line. I actually got a Georgia number, but I don't know the phone number, but it is 404. But I will make sure that I leave it so that way people can hit me up. I have my business line in Georgia, then I have the one in Arkansas. But I have sales on me so you can hit me up. But my business line is 870-501-1974. That's 870-501-1974. You can hit me up on that line. You can hit me up on the website, HogOnWelding.com. That's HogOnWelding.com. You can check me out on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Um, I'm not I post different things, but I've been really changing the way I've been doing things. And then, like I say, I've been learning. You know, the more knowledge you get, the more things you started like waking up and say, you know, I got to change this. I need to do that. I need to stop doing this. You know what I mean? So I'm still working on things. I'm still tweaking things. But fam, you know, I can say that things has got a whole lot better than what they was, and I can see the progress. So, you know, for those who want to support the mission, support the cause, I'm in Southeast Arkansas teaching independent private welding classes, uh, stick, flux core, and MIG. I do teach TIG welding too, but TIG welding isn't a need in this area. Some people say that, you know, they'll want to learn it just, you know, on their own, which I do teach it, but it's not a need. I like to teach what's in the area. Right now, people need an employment. People need skills they can make some money with to be able to feed their family. So in the area right now, MIG welding is an asset. So in this Desha County, one of the biggest facilities here that's actually paying people a decent amount is called Safe Holland, and it's in Dumas, located in Dumas, Arkansas. So you have people coming from McGee, Monticello, Greenville, Mississippi, Dumas, and even Pine Bluff coming down to work at this facility. So, to be in this area, it is paying decent pay, but it's a job. Um, but it is opportunities to grow. Some people been there for a minute, so it all depends on what you're trying to do. But in the area, there's a good bit, it's a good benefit. So when I get back to Georgia, my goal is to help what the need is. Like, so if it's a need in MIG welding, flux core, stick, TIG, whatever they're doing, that's what I like to address. I appreciate that, man. But you know what? A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want to work, so it is what it is, fam. So we gonna have to be able to pick up the torch and run, you know what I mean? So for those who want it, that's why I say that it's meant for those who want it. So, and I like to say this about business because I have people that say, man, I want to do business, but they don't want to pay for consultations. They don't want to pay for the game. I want to state this, man. If you're not willing to pay for the right information to help you keep from making the wrong decisions and wasting time, then you're not ready for business. See, you tell a person, man, I want to start business. I want to know how to make money. You tell them, man, $150, $500. Oh, they get discouraged and walk off. You're thinking like, if you can spend $150, $500 to make thousands, I don't see what you can get discouraged for. But see, we tend to rather spend $150, $500 on an outfit, or on a down payment on a vehicle, or on a game or something. You know what I mean? So we have to change our mentalities on how we think and how we spend our money. But it takes money to make money, fam. So if you're not going to use your money to make money, then you're going to use your time to make money, and you're going to be a slave to the system. It is what it is. You just got to choose your side. Say, hey, I'm using my money, or I'm using my time, or you can be the one to use both. Ain't nobody knocking that, but you got to be conscious enough to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I just feel that, man, fam, we got to invest in ourselves. Money makes money. Yes, we got to invest in ourselves. And I just want to state this for the record. Everyone that I have taught has been multiplying, has been using it, been building products, has been doing some personal things for themselves, been working, making money. So, I got a class right now that is $1,000 for 40 hours. You got a 40-hour class that when you leave there, invest $1,000, you can make 30K to 40K plus a year, just starting out. And as you learn now, so you start off this, you get this game for a whole year, then you elevate, and then you go here and you go there. You know what I mean? So there's no cap to it. But what type of you can't get that from the streets, fam. You don't know. I don't know. I don't know a dealer that'll give you. You give him $1,000, he gonna give you something you gonna make $1 million with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the concept of investing in yourself, you might not spend a whole lot, but you got to invest in yourself, and you'll be able to see the profit. So like that's why I say I'm willing to work for us. So that's why I try to, you know, that's why I try to give decent prices, with my classes. The 30-hour course is $750. I have a 6 to 8 hour course that's like $250. Then a 40-hour course for 1,000. I have a course for 1850. I have a course for, I think it's 2250. So it all depends on what a person is trying to learn. You know what I mean? But my goal is to cater to the area. I don't want to sell you something you don't need. You go to school, they'll have you taking all these classes, and then it'll be the last 6 months before you start welding. You've been in welding thing for 2 years. They've been giving you a lot of book stuff and telling you this and giving you this, but you ain't got no skills. So it's time to break that. I even heard one of my students say that I think a relative or something was like, they've been in school, and the information that she learned from the time she been in versus what he done learned, he was like, man, I should have went that route, because she done, man, you gotta think, if I'm teaching you, and then the crazy thing is it's the way you teach someone. A person got to be willing to learn, but you have to be able to give them the information where it can be able to digest it. So if a person is wise, fam, He's not just going to speak so that way only wise people can understand him. Nah, he gonna make it where anyone can understand him. And if you go back to our archives, that's what the painted uh, hieroglyphics was written like that, so that way those that was real wise wanted to make sure that those that wasn't on their level could still understand how they see things, so they could say, "Oh yeah, this is what this means." Even though they didn't have that type of concept, they made sure everybody knew. So we have to keep that going, fam. That's our heritage, is to pass down the information that way anybody can understand it. And I think that's what make me an asset, because I can teach it to a child or to an old man. I can, and then some people get caught up on starting off on a tricycle or starting off on a 10 speed. Hey man, once you learn how to ride a bike, fam, you learn how to ride. And as you develop, you get bigger, so you're gonna get a bigger bike. You know what I mean? Each company, each place gonna have different machinery, different people, but the goal is to learn the concept, to learn welding or to learn whatever you're learning. So, don't knock the day of small beginnings. I just want to say that. And like I say, this Rising fam, I just wanted to come to you. Didn't want to take a whole lot of time, but to just talk about how I'm working for us. I'm out here working for us. Salute. I'm out here working for us, fam. I'm willing to give you everything that I got, so that way I don't work for them. I would rather work for us. I'd rather slave and work for us than work for them. It is what it is, fam. And the crazy thing is, once you get to a certain level, you start investing money. You understand that it doesn't take a whole lot, but once you get a little money, you can invest this money and put it over here and let that money work for you while I'm still doing classes. So even though I'm charging you what I'm charging you, I'm not just jackballing my money. I'm taking my money and putting it over here so it can make a little money. So that way when class is slow, or if my product's slow over here, then I ain't got to be in no bind. You know what I mean? So there's many ways to do it, fam. And I think that's what makes me an asset too, because I give that game. Some people, they want a class and they want to just learn it, and then later they be like, man, I do want to ask a few questions about business. If you around me, I'm gonna give you the full game. Yeah, seven screens of income, fam. You want to try to have them. You know, you at least need to try to get you three. If you got one now, you need to at least try to get you three, get you two more to double it up, because anything can happen, fam. So you don't want to just depend on one, but you don't want to be a slave to something. Like a lot of times we get vehicles, we get toys and houses, that places we think we just got to be, and then we become a slave to it. We can't leave. We got to work for these folks. They got to talk to us like this because we done got all this mess that we can't let go of. You know what I mean? So don't get caught up in that, fam. So that's why I say my cost of living is low, fam. I'm at a point in my life right now, fam, where I can literally say that God has blessed me to own everything that I have. The little that I have, I own it. I ain't got a lot, but I own it though. It's mine. And I can use that and I can build off of it. You know what I mean? But you got to have something. You got to have a ground zero. So, for those who do have some real estate that was left to them through a family member or something, don't sell your stuff. I don't care what little town it's in. Fix it up and go back to it, or somebody there that might want to stay in it. But don't give your land away for some paper, fam. Because money ain't real like that. You know what I mean? You got to realize that what is real is this land. Yeah, as long as you happy, like for real. But fam, like I say, man, I sit here and I think about our growth, fam, and about how life will show you the truth of people, of jobs, of employments, of businesses, and we have to be able to come to the realization where we're willing to do whatever it takes, fam. Until you're willing to do whatever it takes, fam, you're probably gonna continue doing what you're doing, or going through the BS you going through, until you say, you know what, I'm tired. Walk away, cut off from it. And it is what it is. But you're gonna have to get tired though. So that's why I say that it's not our goal to wake anyone up, fam, but just to be the light. So once a person is woken, they can go back on my archives, because I like to be realistic. And if you go back, fam, I at least got 5,000 random videos, at least 5,000, 2-3 minute video, just random videos. But I know a lot of those videos got great information in them, and it was just me growing and uh, learning how to express the direction I was going. And sometimes, family, in life, you're going somewhere and you're looking for something, but you just don't know. And sometimes you will find it while you're in the midst of it. You're like, man, this is what it was. You knew you right what you need. And I just feel like, fam, my goal is to do all I can, fam, to not be connected to the system. What's up, fam? What's up, fam? HogOn, what's up with it? My goal is to not be connected to the system, fam. Like, I want to be able to make my own, um, from products, services, whatever. I would rather just do it like that and then use my money to make money. So, um, but like I say, you got to start from somewhere, and sometimes things can happen when it rains and pours, fam. Like I say, within a month, I done had all type of stuff go on, from seeing like a house burnt down on me, a rear end went out, family situation, uh, got sick. I mean, like, boy, it's just been real. And you get to a point where, you survive everything for a reason. And you get to the point in life where you really just smile sometime and just like, life is continual. And sometimes we get caught up, fam, and we get caught up and we lose track of what's really important, which is time. Time is more important than money, fam. But if you got a whole lot of time and you ain't got no money, and when you're in this situation where the economy is charging us for everything, you're even gonna be living off the land, or you're gonna be connected to the system trying to figure out how to be an essential worker. You know, we have to find our path, fam. We got to find our balance in the system. So that's why I say I'm willing to work for us. You know what I mean? You know, and it's crazy because I have a few people ask me about my medallion. I like to wear my fists because I'm about us, fam. I'm not religious, so you won't see me with no you won't see me with any religion other than my culture, you know, and my belief. My culture is my religion, so to speak. That's my religion, my culture. I'm not. I believe that we all got to choose our direction, and I just like to live mine. I like to live by example, fam. But this rising, like I say, I know it's Saturday morning. A lot of people probably got a few things going on. I mean, today is I'm actually just regrouping, literally, getting ready to make a move Monday. Hopefully, things go right. I'll be making a move Monday and early and starting the journey. So I don't know how things are gonna go, but hey, I'm gonna dive out there, fam. One thing, if I haven't learned nothing else, if we don't make a sacrifice, fam, it ain't gonna come to pass. So, like I say again, live, live your purpose, fam. Don't get caught up in trying to wake people up. But if you're light, which everybody is made different. Some people are planters, some people are waterers. But whatever your purpose is, fam, take your time and find out and figure out ways to build you more sources of income while you're here. Put your family in better positions where they don't have to partake of a system that's taking advantage of them. You know what I mean? Where they don't have to do things out of peer pressure, so to speak. But the system said we got to do it to get my check. They just killed everybody on the check because everybody gonna go up there and get that shot. Man, they gonna cut my check off. Fam. I don't know, fam. It's the world we live in. I only be realistic, and I just vent and say certain things that's on my mind, fam. But we live in a world, fam. It's a trip. They have got us so confused, and a lot of times we'll knock our people. Like, I had heard people tell me, or or say anyway, man, you know, if it looked like white America, more people would partake of it. And you know, you're right, because but majority of the time when you in things like that, you signing up, and we quick to sign our name on something. You don't know what you're doing. We'll do anything that we can get for free, you know, so to speak, but it's not free. Ain't nothing free, fam. Man, they got us distracted big time, fam. Big time. You talking about big time. We so caught up on social media and you know, the reality of how to hustle, we don't wanna hustle. There's so many ways to hustle, you know, but we just get caught up, fam. And I can't say that, you know, we all get distracted. So you have to just have tunnel vision, fam. You have to have tunnel vision and be like, you know what? I'm gonna make it through this regardless. You know what I mean? So, you know, I have to just say, fam, um, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in thinking that there's only one way. There's more than one way, fam. Salute, salute. There's more than one way, fam. And like I say, this rising, I just wanted to come and talk to you, man. Just had some stuff on my mind, family, kings and queens. Like I say, I thank everybody for checking in. I just wanted to go live actually and just talk about that, because I am here for our people. Like I teach everybody. I have I have taught white females, white males, Spanish males, Spanish females, Native American women and men. You know, I'm willing to help anyone. You know, anyone. But I have to make it clear, very, very clear, that I'm willing to help anyone, fam, anyone. But I am sent here for our people. I'm sent here for us, fam. You know, I want to make sure we win. I want to make sure someone can use what I got and take it to another level. If I miss the step, then they can take it and take it to another level. But until we start changing the environment around us, fam, we can't expect anything different to happen. My bad. My bad. See when it just went everywhere then. Salute, salute. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I say, my goal is to just lead by example, fam. But I've been out here for a minute. It's starting to get, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's starting to get a little warm out here. I'm gonna let this window down. And I had the windows up at first because of the, hold up. I had the windows up because the mosquitoes was kind of like out early, and I'm like, man, they ain't finna tear me up this morning. But I just wanted to come to you, man, just to say that I am here to help us, fam. Like, I would rather work for us than work for them. I'll work with them, but I'm gonna work for us, because every time I work with them, fam, just my personal experiences, I've always got the short end of the stick, or always have to compromise um, some of my morals or principle things that I didn't want to do because I got to do what they say for some money. Nah, I would rather figure out a way to use my little money and cut back on my habits and my whatever I'm doing that's that's blowing my money. I need to figure out a way to save it and make money, so that way I ain't got to go around and kiss their butt and be controlled by them. You know what I mean? I'm just not with it, fam. I want to work for us. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, everything gonna be all right, fam. Like I say, my goal is next week. Next week, God's willing, I'll be in Atlanta and doing some networking. So I'll be keeping y'all posted, you know, on what's going on, and hopefully some doors be open. We can go on and make a move. You know, actions always speak louder than words, fam. I just like to say, I would like to say that, you know, proper preparation prevents piss poor performance, fam. I like to say that all the time because we got to prepare, fam. and we got to do it properly, so that way we won't perform poorly. Cause it's real out here, fam. So you know, if it's something you're trying to do it with all your might, do it with all your will. You know, I get it now. You know what I mean? Because things is real out here, fam, and it's hard to it's hard to depend on it's hard to depend on people that you know ain't solid. So you're gonna have some real people in your corner. You know who they are. Keep it real with your people. Uh, you know, and sometimes they be strangers. It might not even be family. You know, sometimes those be the ones that you have to cut off the quickest, those you know, and your family members. You know. So I've been there. You know. So now you know, like literally, like I've been so isolated, fam. Like I've been isolated myself actually the last, you know, for a minute now, where I just don't deal with a lot of people. I deal with people on business terms, but as far as me going out and mingling, want to hang out with you and we just chop, now I don't do a lot of that. I got a friend, you know, I would say if I would give a best friend title is who I'm gonna go holler at in Georgia, and the rest of my guys that I'm a hunted with, they even dead or in prison. You know what I mean? But I don't have nobody out here that I kick it with a lot. That's why you don't see me with a lot of people all the time, or just with someone. But the goal is, like to say, is to build healthy relationships, and I would rather, you know, I would rather chill and just do my thing and knowing that I'm helping someone, you know. So a lot of my relationships actually that I have built have turned into friendships has been people I have done business with or I have tied, and we have got a, you know, a common ground. You know what I mean? But just wanted to say, fam, I'm working for us. So if you know somebody in the Southeast Arkansas area or in Georgia, uh, from Columbus to Atlanta. So that's like an hour and a half space there, you know what I mean? Because when I first went there, I was in Columbus and I actually drove to Atlanta every week, you know what I'm saying, to do business and network, you know what I mean? Which is done like an hour, hour and a half, hour, 15 minutes. So to me, it's worth it. So some people will complain and they change can be an hour down the street, fam. You got to be willing to get out your comfort zone. I got to say that. So you know, just want to let everybody know. Like I say, for those who are trying to gain some independence, man, hit me up. You know, I do have, I am teaching in this area. I do have consultations for starting your business, from starting a your welding business, from starting a consultation, from starting a business with a consultation from shipping containers, showing you how to do it and giving you a print to actually develop your own, how to turn one into two, so that way you can keep it flipping. One thing that did change for me, showing a lot of the shipping container things that I was doing, because I relocated and then the price went up crazy. Like the last one I bought, fam, I got it delivered for 2,800. You can't find a 40-foot high cube right now for $2,800. They almost triple right now. You know what I mean? So it's almost like certain things you have to fall back on because you got to charge ridiculous numbers, and the people who don't have the capital, they got to go get finance for it. And everything that I do, you know, is cash. You know what I mean? It's like if you in a position you can pay this 15, 30, 20, and we'll do it. But I try to keep the numbers low, but because I don't do financing. You know what I mean? So some people ask me about doing a container. Do I do financing? No, I don't do financing. But if a person got their own container, like a project I'm about to do, I do fly out and do your project on your ground. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing in Georgia on a few different people. I'm telling them if they can come up with their own, it's actually easier to get it there. If it get located at a certain spot, it's easy to work on. You know what I mean? And we can still kill several birds in one stone. You can win, I can win. We both can walk away, you know, blitz. You know what I mean? But my goal is to help, you know, educate my people on whatever level, family, from building business, from education. But I want to work for us. You know, I just want to say that I want to work for us and not for them. Oh, most definitely, most definitely. Welding is most definitely an opportunity that can help us all. in many different aspects because it cross over to different businesses. So if it's not welding that you're looking for, get you a trade, family. Get you a skilled trade. I think it's very, 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 very important because, you know, when we coming into this world now, people are looking for jobs. People need to be having a career to be able to put them in a better position. So if you, at least if you got a career, you get a little bit more respect than you will just a job. A job can be dime a dozen, fam. So learning a skill, learning a career like welding, plumbing, carpentry, HVAC, you know, learning those things can actually put you in a better position. But I will most definitely say learn a trade that you can make some money from. And welding, you can make good money. It's a good side hustle. It's a good side hustle trade because you can invest in a used $300 to $400 or $500 equipment and get started making money. But you still got to invest. See, that's the thing. We want to make the money, but we don't want to invest, fam. You can't do it both. You know, we got to be able to invest to make the money. So learning a skill like welding can change the game for you. Can actually make you some real good income if you're in rural areas, selling stuff, fixing repairs, working on trailers. Man, the list can go on and on. But you got to be able to advertise and you got to be able to have a product that can actually help. You know what? The man said I'm racist. You know what? In order to be racist, fam, you have to be in control of schools and food and government and the positions of people. I'm only conscious, fam. I can't be racist, but I can tell you what racism has done for me, what I have experienced in America as a black man, you know, since I've been here. So, you know, by no means can I be racist. Um, but I could be prejudiced though, but I'm not. I could be prejudiced though, but I'm not prejudiced though. I'm not. Um, I don't have. I love all people, and I really enjoy helping all people. But I'm actually sitting here to help mine. So you know, some people don't fully understand what racism is, but you know, even the poor white man that's beside me, I know he can't be racist. He just prejudiced. He can't be racist because he can't cut nothing off. But if you can put me in a certain school or tell me I can't live over here or my water can be bad and your water can be good, then yeah, you could be racist. But until then, I'm just conscious, fam. And but that's what they say about us. That's what they say about conscious black men and conscious black women. Once you start speaking about the truth of how you feel about things, the only thing white America can do is say you racist. But and they want you to forget about how they hung us and raped us and what they still doing to us right now to this present day. But we racist. Wow. It still meant that, you know, I'm in a community where it's still a white town and a black town. You know, my hometown, McGee, Arkansas, got a white town. They got the black side, and it's still called White Town. And if we go over there, fam, you're gonna see the difference in the money. So, you know, we've been at disadvantage. We was born at a disadvantage, fam. You know. But to those who created that, they racist. When you can literally go across the street and see a rainbow, and you go over here, it's muggy, dirty, and dingy. You know what I mean? If they made it like that, I don't know. You got to have money to be racist, fam. You got to be able to control people. You got to lie. You got to be able to control the narrative, the media. You know what I mean? But someone to come on here and just speak the truth about me not wanting to work for someone white. Nah, I don't want to work for nobody white, fam. You know, I didn't work for them, and I didn't been put in situations where I didn't see where we stand. So I can work with them, and we can network. I can be cordial, but I can't work for you. You're not gonna tell me how to do anything. You know, I'm gonna put my pants on the way I want to, and that's why I have to do my own thing. And you know, to each his own. Though everybody got their own thing, but me personally, you know, I'm for my people, fam, and I have dealt with them and I have seen evil on different standpoints. You know what I mean? I have seen them from prison being evil, from free, just doing unnecessary stuff. You know, just like that even statement. You know, even we know there was it wasn't a wise comment to say. You know, but we tend to see things like that. Being black in America, fam. You can't even hold a conversation and just say, you know, I feel this way without you having to step on someone or not having them included. You know, spiritual welfare is real, fam. You know, even Dr. King said, I believe I had messed up. I got my people into a burning building. You know, he understood that segregation wasn't an issue. Fam, we was actually better off before segregation. When we was segregated, we was better off because we was actually messing with our people. We had our own businesses, Black Wall Street. But when we started wanting to get in with them, then it started taking everything, and then we started looking things like we got to go to their stores versus our stores. I got to go shop with them who told me I had to go around the back. Now I want to go around the front and spend all my money with them. When the sister that's been feeding you, Miss Anime, been feeding you all this time, now you too good to go by her house and go get a plate. You got to go over here to Chick-fil-A. Black people, we got to do better, family. We got to do better, fam. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking us enjoying the fruits of America, trying something new, trying different cultures. But man, mess with your own. Show some love to your own, man. We gotta, you know, it's so crazy how everybody got a little something in their community, but you don't see no little Africa nowhere. You don't see a black community booming besides of Atlanta, besides of a city where you say, oh, this is the Mecca. And that's really why I enjoy going there. That's why my ID and my tags and all my stuff say Georgia when I left Phoenix, because out there, fam, you know, Phoenix, it was black people out there, but they didn't have no culture, like none. You know what I mean? From what I experienced. So, you know. Oh, you know what? It's crazy because you have to laugh to keep from crying. It is what it is, fam. Oh, yeah, I get judged a lot. You know what I mean? I get judged a lot, but you know, my gold teeth is a part of my culture, fam. But you know, for those who don't know, they'll try to say, oh man, you need to do this. You need to cut this off and do this. And nah, I'm not changing. I'm being me. So that way others who coming up like me, I know you don't have to change and be like them and still be successful and still love you, and still love your skin, who you are, where you from, how you was raised. You know, there's nothing wrong with being enlightened. Get enlightened. If something is causing you illness, change. You know what I mean? But if it's your culture and you want to stand on it, fam. You know, mine is, it is what it is, you know. I'm gonna let my skin be kissed by the sun, man. So when I smile, you know, it's a reminder of what I survived. It's a reminder of where I went through. That's what my goal is. I got 8. It's a reminder, fam. 8 stands for new beginnings, fam. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm reminded of where I came from. You know, I was actually working on the plantation, chopping cotton as a kid. You know, I'm 42 years old, fam, and I can tell you I was jumping in the back of the truck with my mom and some more old women and dudes chopping cotton, getting money. That's how I got my school clothes when I started up growing up. So, you know, I'm in an area where they was doing that to us. You know that stuff is legal. You know, if they knew that they had them kids, us kids in that field chopping cotton, somebody would have went to jail. But we in the South. We in the South, though. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Nah. So I didn't experience racism, fam. I didn't seen it. I didn't seen people burn crosses in the yards in Arkansas City. I didn't seen people get dragged. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, coming from where I'm from, even going to prison, you know, I could be bitter at white America because they have did nothing but tried to destroy me, but I'm not bitter at them. Nah. You know, I enjoy, like, I got good friends. Everybody ain't the same, fam. Everybody don't have that same fiber. But when it comes to the system, though, the system is controlling everything. So, you know, if they can make one person believe one thing like they do all the time, they got um, so many negative things about us in the media where kids believe, you know, one time I had a child, a lady spoke to me and her child was like, man, mommy, why you talking to him? And she was like, what you mean? He's a good guy. He said, but mommy, he got gold teeth. That show you watch all the time. Everybody with gold teeth is in prison. They bad people. I'm like, huh? That don't mean you bad people because you in prison, but this is what this young boy is getting from his mama because he said it in front of her and she apologized to me. I'm sorry, I didn't know that he would think it like that. But he's looking at what you showing him. He's saying everybody black with gold teeth is bad. This is what media does, fam. She apologizing to me. Oh, I'm so sorry. What you sorry for? This is how you raising your child. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just funny sometimes, fam. I mean, racism is something else. And the crazy thing about it, though, the crazy thing about it that really blows my mind with it, when you speak out against it, you wrong. Oh, man. For real, fam. Like I say, I was out there. So sometimes, you know, I think about the way the system is set up. You know, I was thinking about this morning, you know, I made a post saying, you know, I was born at a disadvantage, fam. The more I learned about my life and my dad and my family, things wasn't, where I'm at today wasn't promised for me to be here, you know. So I'm humbled. And like I say, I'm honestly, I mean, I'm in a better position than a lot of people, I would think, you know, if I think about it, but I'm not rich or nothing, you know. I'm just maintaining, fam. You know what I mean? My goal is to just make sure I'm good and keep my head above the water. And, you know, I still got kids, you know what I mean? So my goal is to try to transition and make things better for them. But fam, in the midst of this struggle, you get weak sometimes, fam, dealing with America. And that's why I say it encourages me. Like, I love being around my people. Like even in that picture, when I took a picture with my sis, man, we both was happy, man. She was making progress. I was helping her. You know, it made me feel good, you know, and I enjoy, I feed off the energy of helping our people, man. I feed off us seeing someone that was ignorant and, 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 and then become enlightened to a different truth that actually takes them to another level, because we get so caught up with America, fam, white America. We think that it's wrong, it's evil, it's good and evil. It's nice, you know, everything is a separation. You know what I mean? Alpha and Omega. It's the beginning, ain't no end. So if I would say that there's an end, then I have to say, where did the beginning start? When things have always been in existence. And that's what we get so caught up thinking, that that's a separation. Life been existing forever. You know what I mean? And some people understand that if I can change the theology of how someone view things, I can take control of their minds, you know? I'm gonna tell you something though, fam. There is no other people in the history of mankind that has let their slave masters give them a religion that they embraced beforehand, because everybody had their own thing beforehand. America, black America, has embraced white America's concept of God, of freedom, of justice, and we see that it's all as it's not equal. It's not equal quality. You know, it's not. We don't have the same value. You know, we see it when we look at America. You're like, nah, this ain't the same, fam. You know, but we don't want to. We don't want to say the truth. Yeah, that's the goal. You know, we have to be able to pass it down, because I got two grandbabies now. Well, really, I got two of my own, and then I got two step grandbabies. So I learned that our goal is to help them, fam. And I love my grandkids, but I have to say it like that so that way I can just be honest with you. I had two by my daughter and then two by marriage. All four of them is mine. You know what I mean? 'Cause they know is me. You know what I mean? And the cool thing about it is, I know that my goal is to help them, is to gain them equal rights, and so that way they know and help one another. But I also have to let the white one, because I got one that's white, and one that's mixed, and then one that's mixed, and then one that's black, and I have to let them know that we got to work together over a team. Because if you're in a position and you're given a privilege that the other ones will never have, you got to be able to look out for those who's less fortunate to you. Make sure they don't get took advantage by the system. because you connected to them. And I think that's how we change things. Is not to not to come in and try to befriend anyone, but to let them know, to let your grandkids know and the kids, that's coming up know that, hey, we all connected. And if we don't look out for them, they're gonna take advantage of them. And to me, that's important. So I I just think it's important that we speak that truth. Yeah, we got to save our kids, fam. So, like I say, this rising fam, I know we just talking about random different things, and my goal was just to come to you and talk. Cause I was just thinking, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I am really upset with white America, fam. Like, with some of the things that they have done, with some of the things I have sacrifices to help, and they have spit in my face. When you willing to do something, like, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of made me feel some type of way, fam. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to allow it to keep me from doing what I need to do. You know, I can be angry and sin not, so to speak. You know, I can go in and see some things going wrong and throw over some tables. Don't mean I got to hurt anybody, but I can speak the truth and say, hey, this not supposed to go on in here. And then that's the crazy thing, is when you get angry by how someone mistreats you, they act like you supposed. It's like, if you rape me, you want me to turn around and thank you for doing it to me? You know what I'm saying? That's how messed up America is. They would do something messed up to you and then expect you to be okay with it, even though you know that they did something messed up with you. But if you do, though, then you're showing aggression. You're too angry. You're an angry black man. Damn. Boy, that's what frustrates me, man. They were picking. Then when you explode and blow up, you wrong now. You mad, you evil, you need some help. But all this evil stuff that they doing is okay. But once you blow up, you in the wrong. What old boy say in that song? This is America. So, yeah, I get in my feelings, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh man, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess, fam. It is a hot mess. It is a hot mess. And you know what? I sit back and I think about it now, being back in my hometown. I've been back in my hometown about, I guess, 8 months since leaving Georgia, being here working on the house. And I have taught more people outside of my hometown than in my hometown. The only person I taught, um, yep, I taught two people that was from, that actually, the people that I taught, one person wasn't from there, and the other person was from there, which was the the guy that was 20 years old. So he was able to get into the program, the Black Youth Program, from the ages of 12 to 24. So I want to say something too. By that outreach program that I designed from 12 to 24, that $1,000 helping them learn, I put more of my money into that course, because we're going to buy their hoods, their jackets. It's really worth more than what I'm charging. But I'm actually donating some of my time too, and saying, hey, I'm willing to donate my time and money into this, into teaching them. And so that way we can get them to a next step, next stage. But you got to think, if you go get any employment or try to get any welding skills and see what they teaching you for this amount of number, you'll understand that what I'm giving is a value. Because I feel like once we work for the system, and you didn't work for the system, and they didn't beat you down, and you know how to do your own thing. You just got to stop uh, letting them persuade your thinking, well, I can't do my taxes by myself. I might need to go do this. I can't do that. Oh, I might need to do this. We just got to have a little bit more confidence in ourselves, fam. If you can work for them and do it, you can do it for yourself. If you did it for them for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you can do it for yourself, fam. And that's where when it's all said and done, that's where it boils down to, that we have to have a little bit more confidence in ourselves and say, hey, if we can do it for them, we can do it for us. So if I can teach for them, if I can work hard in their factories for them, then I can do it for me. Then I need to go to bed at a certain time. I need to wake up at a certain time and figure out how to get to the money. So that way I don't have to go under them and be a sharecropper. I don't want to be a sharecropper, fam. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I got chances, and you know, me talking about that cotton field experience that I had, like, fam, I would never forget that. Then I go to prison, and then you out there with hoes, you know, dig and clean the whole fields. Looked like you came through there with a tractor, and it was a group of guys with some hoes. Like, no BS, kicking up dust like you thought a tractor came through there. You know what I mean? And then you experience this later where you get here, and then you like, man, the system is just messed up, fam. It's like, no matter how you try to infiltrate it, you know, you're gonna be on, they're gonna keep you on one side or the other. So I would rather learn the system and use the system to build my independence, to put me in a better position, other than, you know, me allowing the system just to take advantage of me, fam. You know what I'm saying? But fam, I can't lie, like I got the mosquito has been following me by my head. I swear. You see him back there? I'm in the South, fam. These mosquitoes is the truth, boy, I tell you. And then they come where they're trying to get me. They the truth. But my bad, fam. Well, anyway, I'm about to get ready to let y'all go. I appreciate everybody from checking in with me, man. Like I said, I hope everybody have a good, blessed day. I want to say this, though, for those who are hungry, keep searching for knowledge, fam. Don't get to the point where you satisfied. Never get to the point where you feel you got to figure it out. We never got to figure it out, fam. Just keep pushing, keep getting knowledge. And I also want to say, support your people, fam. No matter that, if you got somebody in your state, your town, they got something going, support your people. It's time for us to build one another up. Iron sharpens iron. If you got somebody that you know in another business, and you want to network, it's better for us to network. Like, if I'm black and I got something going on, and you got something going on, and you over here, let's network together. Let's eat together. That's the issue. That's what everybody else do but us, fam. Everybody else eat together. Make sure everybody else got wealth but us. We got to break that curse, fam. We got to break it. So I just want to say, y'all keep getting your hog on. Be blessed. Continues to prosper. I'm out. Black Feniks.